Hey, Sean here. So this will be my guide slash commentary to the 9 for Elemental Shaman. Um, so for this fight, as opposed to a few of the other fights, there's actually like 3 different builds that you can run on here. Right off the bat, I'll just say the most useful one to your guild is probably the Earthquake one. I would say it has the best of both worlds. You can still do strong single target damage while being pretty good at just destroying the formless mass, which isn't really that important, but it's a pretty easy fight, and that's really the kind of crux, I would say, of doing the fight, is just getting the formless mass out of the way and then just doing single target damage. So this allows you to do both of those pretty well. The other choice that I would recommend doing as well is the Wind Speakers build, but I don't believe it's necessary because, again, it's a really super easy fight. But if you want to do the most single target damage that you can on this fight to help your guild, then run Wind Speakers. Besides that, for reclear and farm and just like doing the most damage that's possible in this fight, then I would recommend doing the Seeds build. Obviously, you need to be Night Fae to do this, and I would generally recommend playing Night Fae overall for this tier. It's very solid, does the most single target damage, and just allows you to do what the class is best at better. So to play this build, you would actually come down here. You would run Earth and Rage, Aftershock, Storm Ellie, and Primal Elementalist, of course, to buff up your Storm Ellie. And then we'd run the Seeds of Rampant Growth Legendary. So that plays a little bit differently, of course, so you'll have to like see the individual timings. I'm not going to discuss how to play it in this video because I myself haven't really played it. Just haven't bothered to play it yet because I've been playing other games, but you can kind of see here, I'll just compare like the builds a little bit. So this is the top log for the Seeds build, and you can see he still does like solid single target damage. Obviously his guild's a bit worse because everyone else is doing below 9k to the boss in the second phase, which is actually pretty bad. Because some specs don't even have to give anything up to do single target. They should be like 10k plus, definitely I would say. But you know, 9k is still pretty solid. But you can definitely see with the other 2 builds, this is the Earthquake build. He's doing 10k to the boss in the second phase. And then with the Lava Burst build, he's doing 10.3, so pretty negligible difference. That's why I recommend just playing Earthquake, because you'll do more overall damage and still do really good single target damage on this fight. So those are just the builds that I kind of recommend playing here. Again, I always like to discuss this, but you can play Windrush or Nature's Guardian, but you should play Windrush in general just to get used to playing without Nature's Guardian on the harder fights, since you will be playing Windrush on those fights. So I'll take you through a recent rekill of the 9. I think this is kind of one of my worst pulls I've had. I haven't had like a super good pull. Anyways, only like a 97 or so. I haven't had a 99 just yet, which is why I'll probably be playing the Seeds build, actually, probably the next time we kill it. But I'm playing Echoes here, so the general flow of this fight just kind of makes it really easy to line up your Echoes. If you don't have a DK, you probably won't get to like fully use your proc on the ad here, which kind of sucks, but just drop it like as soon as you get it, pretty much. Just the way your Maelstrom lines up and your CDs line up kind of naturally aligns with the ads anyways. So like you'll notice that like if I skip ahead here, like the ad's going to spawn pretty much the same time as my Stormkeeper comes up. So like I kind of build some Maelstrom here just to make sure I can drop an Earthquake as soon as the ad's up. But again, we don't have a DK, so it doesn't even instantly come in anyways. But if you did have a DK, it would. And then you would just chain lining, obviously, and drop the Earthquake and then build up another proc and drop another Earthquake. Very important that you do moat the Earthquakes, but depending on your DPS, you kind of have to get a feel for it. If you feel like your DPS is going to annihilate the ads, then just drop the Earthquake. Otherwise, try to moat it. But beyond that, I mean, it's a single target burn after that. Really, the only other thing I can really say is save your Astral Shifts for either fragments or if you get a big bomb. If you get a big bomb, then also pop Earth Ellie as well, just because sometimes you may have to go like kind of far. I might even see in this clip that I get like a really awkward big bomb where I have to go like super far. We actually even miss a soak, so I got away with only using Astral Shift there. I definitely should have Earth Ellied. And then another thing is make sure you're watching the shield timers as well. You don't really want to pop a CD into a shield and like waste like 10 or possibly even like 15 seconds if like mechanics line up bad, just not even using your CD or like doing anything. So just be aware of that. But beyond that, I mean, pretty simple fight. Just listen to your raid leader, drop fragments if you need to, use defenses when you need to. Oh yeah, send Ghost Wolf as well if you're like you have to go super far with the big bomb for the damage reduction. That's also something good to do. If your raid leader doesn't call for your wind rush, then just drop it when there's a pull in or like a suck or a shield. Those are all good times to drop a wind rush. Really good to have movement speed in those periods. If I believe I mentioned it, but Spirit Walkers is best used for either getting pulled in or going out for fragments. You don't really need it for the shield, like not the shield, but the like run in, because it's slow enough to where you can like still cast and like walk back in last second for those. But the other two are kind of like a little bit sketchier to just like not be able to cast during it. So yeah, I'll go ahead and skip ahead so you can just see us kill it, but pretty easy fight. So nothing much to say there. So we'll be moving on to Remnant, I think we'll do next. And again, I'm just kind of pushing these all out. Hopefully we'll get these out soon and then we'll get all them out the way. I probably won't touch Guardian. It's a single target fight and nothing really changes much from Heroic anyways. So I don't really see anything like important to discuss there. So yep, thanks for watching and see you next time.